Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cox. And he stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So Northern Illinois' offense comes on the field first today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset. Even
the sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they've got him. Now it's 2nd down here. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
How about Notre Dame sending him back here? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
He's moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great complement to what you want to do around the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Fights through the tackler. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Figueroa. Tackle made after a big gain. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
He'll hand it off. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's going to hand this off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And now the handoff. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Northern Illinois offense is back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. When the tackle is made, the defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Gives it to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the big hit and the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? The drive stays alive with that first down completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Finding space at the 20. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Here comes the up-tempo offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Holding, offense.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Making people miss. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Ball handed off, fighting off the defender. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
fighting off the defender. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, just across the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of...
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense back out there. They put together a long drive last time, but stalled and came up empty. Can they reach the end zone this time? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense going with the hurry up. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. 2nd down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Him back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. They'll kick it away here. And here's the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Makes a quick grab. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They're setting out to try the PAT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. It allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
The Huskies' offense retakes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Escapes the pocket. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. They've punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Extending the play now. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it on first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense, and I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, these... begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Ball handed off. Puts into space at the 50. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Ouch. Late contact with the quarterback. An obvious call. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. They'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into the second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Returner decides to field it. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment to that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Takes the handoff again. Just trucks through the defender. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. Bringing it out, it's Cox. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Northern Illinois offense is back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. It's 3rd down for the offense. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game, in the postseason. You got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage.
They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
They're going to run it. And he'll get the first-down yards before they finally bring him down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.